Hey everybody, welcome back to some more of this stream. So, real quick video, or version of the recent events, because some of you already know. So just real quick for everybody watching in YouTube land. Computer broke recently. It was just like a faulty piece of my motherboard. Sucks, total weird fluke, but I've got a new motherboard in there now. However, because it's a new motherboard, that means new BIOS, which is like the programming of the motherboard, which means I needed to re-overclock, and because it's a new motherboard and it's a new processor and stuff, you had to go through a big testing phase of like, how much electricity can I give it, and how fast can I get it to go without it running too hot. And so you had to do like a couple hours of testing of like, oh, is it stable this time? No, it blue screened, or no, it crashed. Okay, give it more electricity or less electricity, or make the processor faster or slower. What I'm saying is I spent 3 hours testing that earlier today, and I am 95% sure that it's stable now, but I'm not 100% sure that it's stable now. If the stream just randomly goes down for absolutely everybody, my computer has crashed, but I know what the issue is, and I can fix it quickly. So if the stream goes down for everybody, I'll be back on stream in under 15 minutes. Just so you know. And if the video quality on YouTube is a little lower, that might be that I crashed, and so I don't have the recording. Maybe the recording corrupted, and so I'm using a stream upload recording, which is a little bit lower quality. I think we're ready to get going, though. Okay, so we have 4 badges, right? Oh, time as in the time in-game. I think the clock is off. I was gonna say, there's no way we've been playing for 9 hours on this file. I think we've been doing like 5 hours, right? If I go to this menu. 9. Didn't the previous menu say 5? Hold on, let me restart it. Oh no, that was saying the time of day. Have we really spent 9 hours on this already? Maybe I just had it sitting open in the background for a while longer than I thought. God, wow, is this playthrough really 9 hours? There's no way. Jesus. Huh. What's your setup? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, what specifically do you want to know in my setup? Man, it's so weird that the trainers here only have, like, level 17s, because I was just playing some Gen 1 earlier today, and, like, you're fighting level 17s on Nugget Bridge before the 2nd gym leader. This is after the 4th gym leader. It's crazy how quickly the levels scale up in Gen 1 in comparison to Gen 2. I noticed that you pinned my first route suggestion. You pinned my first suggestion without new moves. Really hope you're gonna do it. I didn't pin it, I hit the heart button on it. Probably. Cause I don't pin suggestions. I usually just pin my own comments. Because if you pin someone else's comment, they could then edit their comment to say something awful. And so it's probably safest not to do that. Do you plan on getting an editor? No, the editing's the easiest part for me. I'm not a great Pokemon player, but I'm a great editor because I've been doing editing almost every day for over a decade. I started editing when I was 14 years old, and I'm 27 now. Yes, fail me. You can say the same thing for the 100th time in the chat, and it is not going to bait me into reading it aloud. What's my real name? Mah-Dry-Bread. I don't go by that name, though. People, like, even in my day-to-day life, people just call me MDB or Mah-Dry-Bread. It's not just a username, it's a nickname that I had in high school. And so pretty much everybody just calls me that. When do you sleep? I go to bed around midnight, and I get up again around, Oh, what am I doing? I already have the password. I go to bed around midnight, and I get up around 8 a.m. Confused with the highlight for pinned? Yeah, the heart button is actually a really cool feature that YouTube added recently. It's a way of, like, publicly liking a comment in your own comment section so that they know that you read it. and that you liked it, and so that other people know too. And I think that that's really it's a really awesome feature. It's just, it lets people know that you're actually reading their comments, which I think is super cool. It's kind of how I use likes on Twitter. I mostly use it to let people know that I've read their tweet. How did you get the nickname Mah-Dry-Bread? It's just a series of noises. It doesn't mean anything. We didn't even originally spell it that way. We just respelt it that way later to make it easier to read. It means literally nothing. It is not 3 individual words, it is one noise that we spelled differently and spaced out to make it easier to read. Ooh, my neck is stiff today. First time getting to see your live stream. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been streaming as much recently. It's been such a busy week, and the computer troubles and everything slowed things down. Things seem to be okay right now, though. So sorry, I'm weird with streaming, where like, there'll be a week where I stream 5 times in a week, and then there'll be 2 weeks where I stream once each week. Like, it's why you just follow all the places where I give you all the notifications, you know? Yeah, my levels are a bit low. Oh, yeah, that's not happening. Okay. You'd love to see the original spelling? It would have been something like this. Let me just type it in the chat. Would have been something like that. And we changed the spelling, like, same day, probably. Just to make it easier to read, because we quickly realized no one can read that. Everybody who read that would have a completely different pronunciation, whereas if you spell it the way that I spell it now, people enunciate it differently, but everyone pronounces it the same. Which is pretty good. That's about as good as you're gonna get with any word. Last time I watched Umbreon, I asked him who he wanted to collab with. He mentioned you. Umbreon, I don't know if I know who that is, sorry. Do I follow him on Twitter? Because I did recently follow a few Pokemon channels on Twitter, and I've started trying to watch some of their shows, because I want to get to know the Pokemon community more, now that I'm kind of well known by these people. Mystic Umbreon, is that who we're talking about? Because I hear that name all the time, and I do think I follow him on Twitter, but I don't think I've had a chance to watch his channel yet. Hey, is he the guy who just started the hashtag #ThanksGameFreak this morning? Was that him? Because I liked that tweet. I thought that was a really cool idea. Because was that him? Mystic Umbreon, but I hate to name other people in other streams. No, that's fine. That's him? Okay. I really like that he did that. I thought that was a really cool thing to do, because everybody complains about the games right now. Everybody complains about Game Freak right now because not every Pokemon is in it. And sure, I do think there's plenty of valid things to complain about there. But you guys know that I really appreciate a reasonable level of positivity, and I just think that's a really genuinely positive thing to do, is just showing that, no, we do appreciate the good, though. And I thought that was really cool. So if you guys could do me a favor, if he said that he wants to collab with me, he personally hasn't reached out to me so far as I know, and I haven't reached out to him personally, just because I haven't really gotten a chance to watch his channel properly yet. I followed him because I knew that I wanted to, because everyone told me he was really great, but I haven't had a chance yet. If you guys could do me a favor and just, like, tweet at him, and just, like, tag both of us or something, and just say that I said on stream that I really liked... Yeah, it's not sarcastic. That I really liked that he started that hashtag, and that upon hearing that he wants to collab with me, hell yeah, I'm interested. So you guys do me a favor and let him know that for me. I'd really appreciate that. Just say that I said on stream that I thought it was really cool of him to start that hashtag, and that I heard that you wanted to collab with me, and that I'd love to talk. Hope you're okay, MDB? I'm doing good. I hope you're okay. Love Sword and Shield, I don't see why many people are negative about it. Well, it's not out yet, so we don't know how good it is yet, obviously. But I don't want to go saying it's good or bad until it's out, you know? We don't know yet. Oh, right, I forgot I avoided him earlier. I want to level up Girafarig more, so that I'm ready for, the fighting gym. Send him the stream? Yeah, if you want to. When you're talking your friend to tell a girl you like her. When you're telling your friend to tell a girl you like, oh. Sorry, I misread that. Are you gonna do Kanto? Yeah, don't see why not. The Arba video. I like the way you worded that. Who is Walt again? Is that... Right, I forgot I got a Sparrow. I quite like that Pokemon. But, yeah, do not like getting hit by Screech. Yeah, that's not happening, is it? I mean, if he doesn't attack me, then maybe. Rumor has it National Dex is dead. Dead, never coming back. Does anyone know about this? I don't know. I don't really keep up with the leaks and all of that stuff. Can you do a Gen 6 challenge? Genuinely, I've never even played Gen 6, so I don't want to go committing to it yet. Is this a leak-free stream? Sure. I don't know any of the leak information, so I guess it's a leak-free stream. Alright, I want to go heal up before I go deal with the electrodes. Third favorite Pokemon? Don't have one. I only have first and second. I'm indecisive about this stuff. Like, I only have a first and second favorite video game as well. Anything beyond that, the list shuffles a lot. Only small amounts, but it shuffles a lot. I have a large list of things I love, but it's hard to put them in order. Because, you know, I love a lot of different things for different reasons. Gengar for life. Gengar is pretty fantastic. I love any Pokemon that has a really cool design, and has a lot of personality especially. Alright, we have this battle and then the 3 electrodes, and I think that's it for the Team Rocket hideout here. Getting ever closer to that 2-year badge? Jesus, 21 months. I don't have a 2-year badge made yet. I gotta make one. I got 3 months to make one. What the hell do I make my 2-year badge? I don't even know. What about Ducklet? Doesn't have a personality cool design? No. It doesn't even look like it's from Pokemon. Oh, fucking Ducklet. There's a good idea behind the ugly duckling becoming the beautiful swan. That's a good idea for a Pokemon. It's a shame that in an attempt to make a cool Pokemon with a cool idea, they made a Ducklet. And they called it fucking Ducklet. What a terrible name. What a terrible design. I will never get over that. Of all the cool-ass designs in Gen 5, and then there's Ducklet. Was Ducklet made by the intern? Like, what happened there? I'm never gonna use agility, am I? No, I'm more likely to use growl than agility. Oh, what am I doing? It's Murkrow. I need to switch. That's what I get for reading the chat. Feebas did the ugly duckling. Yeah, just less literally. Feebas was actually a better attempt at it, although in Gen 3 the way that you evolved it was stupid. It's a creative idea, but it wasn't a good execution. Yeah, Feebas did Ugly Duckling better. The problem... Where's your Dark Dynasty sound at? Let me just... You're welcome. I have a new entire folder on my soundboard, by the way, that very few of you will get the reference to. very, very few of you, because this is before my channel started blowing up, so I had like 60,000 subscribers, and maybe only 1,000 people saw this particular video. It wasn't anything special or anything big. Did anyone in the chat here watch me, Whatageek, and Brandon play Super Mario Strikers on the GameCube? I believe that was the name of the game. So just let me know, did anyone in the chat here watch that video? It was a bit of an obscure one, so I don't blame you if you just never saw it. The video itself was nothing amazing. It was just okay. But, there was a great meme spawned from it. Alright, 3 people in the chat so far have seen it. You won't get the 2-year badge because you have a founder's badge? I think you can actually pick your badge in your settings wheel from a few badges. So I think you actually have the option of not using the founder's badge. The football Mario game? Yeah, it's kind of like football. It's like a hybrid sport thing. Substance, you had 50K, never tuned into your streams yet? That's awesome. So 50K would have been when I was turning 26? Yeah, when I was turning 26 would have been having about 50K. I'm just gonna save every once in a while. I'm gonna be a little bit paranoid with saving just because, again, I did overclocking today on the computer. There's a small chance that my testing wasn't good enough and that the computer is still a little unstable. So I just want to make sure that we don't lose any serious progress if my computer were to blue screen or crash in some way. So, you know, save often. So for those very few of you in the chat, I think like 3 of you said that you watched that. Just enjoy this. There you go. Only 3 of you in the chat will get that, and those 3 of you probably just burst out laughing in your chairs. For whatever reason, so Super Mario Strikers was a third-party game. It wasn't developed by Nintendo, it was just published by Nintendo. They didn't get the voice actor for DK, and the guy they got sounds absolutely nothing like Donkey Kong, and we kept making fun of how terrible it is by yelling Grahi-ha. Cause this is it. Grahi-ha! That is the worst DK I've ever heard in my life. Let's hear that again. Grahi-ha! That's fucking terrible. That is the worst DK impersonation I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Oh, there's more of them too. Like, I have a whole soundboard. Whatageek downloaded the entire DK sound effect list of that game and started sending me all the best ones. Donkey Kong! That's DK saying Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong! It just sounds like an old man. It's an old man doing a goofy voice. That's not what a gorilla sounds like. Oh my god. Some of these are way too loud. Alright, that's enough of that. Ah, damn it. I was hoping to get some more levels on him.